Hey guys, what is going on? Hope everyone had a very good Christmas and enjoyed watching some of the games yesterday. There was five of them yesterday, but it seemed like there was a whole bunch more just because of that it went all day. So anyway, yesterday was a little hard just because there's a lot of big studs out there, hard to find some cheap value plays. So anyway, we're doing a recap of last night and a look ahead to today's games for Saturday the 26th. So anyway, let's do a recap last night. So I won $2. Nothing much here at all. 276. Like I said, the scores were definitely not high at all. Some of the guys just didn't perform like they should have. So anyway, let's get into it. I went with Chris Paul. I picked him from the very beginning. He was only $9,000. Got more than Steph Curry did, so $4,300. The Lakers made it interesting there at the end. Had a crazy run in the fourth quarter, so Paul had to come back in and play a little bit, so that helped quite a bit. Anyway, he got a 43, definitely liking him. I think the real Chris Paul is back. He was struggling quite a bit at the beginning of the year, but he's back. Next was Norris Cole, so I picked him just because Ish Smith was out. Plus, he was bare minimum. He was only 0.7% owned. Got you 18.1. Drew Holiday and Tyreek Evans kind of all did the same, so didn't really lose anything by picking Cole. Maybe he would have went off, who knows, but still got you 18. Can't complain because, like I said, Holiday and Evans didn't do too much either. Next was Jimmy Butler, so I liked him, $8,500. It was hard to get him in just because his price was a little high, but 41.2 to like him. It was a key game against OKC, so he had a very good game. Our next was Redick. It was hard to find another good shooting guard. Lou Williams, he just was terrible. So anyway, Redick got you 21.6. Not really too excited about it, but you'll take it. All right, next was LeBron James, 40.8. Expecting a little bit bigger night from him. It was a really low-scoring game here. Good defense all around. Also, James didn't really shoot at all. He just was terrible. I was expecting this to be the highest game over and under of the night, but obviously it was not. 40.8, I'll take it, but way below value for him. All right, next was Luol Deng. Like I said, small forwards is terrible. So we got 19.5. I'll take it. Nothing too exciting about that one. Next was Kevin Love. So I just decided to pick him, $7,800 here. Facing Golden State. As we know, Golden State's a middle-of-the-road defense against the power forward. Got a 40.6. Definitely will take that from him. Next was Bobby Portis. I told you guys that if you wanted to, you could pick him up. It says actually the only lineup I put him in, and he got 18.5. So, he's getting a couple more minutes than usual. Probably would have played more minutes, but he was facing OKC, so it was a key game. So it wasn't a blowout. So, if Chicago ever comes up against blowout games, against Denver or any of the weak teams, definitely I would like to get Portis in there. But I'll take 18.5. He's only $3,800. Next was Whiteside, so I really wish I had Chris Bosh and Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis just went off. Definitely wasn't expecting that much from him against a good Miami defense. But anyway, Whiteside 33.4. Not too bad of a night. He cooled down just a little bit from what he has been on, but I will still take that from him. So overall, an all right night. Did cash. Cashed on Fanduel and cashed pretty good on DraftKings as well. So overall, pretty good night. Didn't lose any money, so I will take that. Anyway, let's get into today's games. What we got? Saturday, so finally got all the games back. Like I said, yesterday was a hard slate. So anyway, let's get into tonight's games. So I'm obviously going to be doing the main slate here that starts at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So I'm going to go with Tyreek Evans. He had a terrible night last night. He was facing a good Miami defense, though Dragic is a good defender. Tonight, Devin Story facing Houston. He's going to have a very good matchup here against Beverly. Unlike it, Evans gets you about 30-35 here and only $7,300, so I really do like that. Next is George Hill. $5,400. His price just went down dramatically. I'm picking him here because Minnesota is just downright terrible against point guards. The second worst team against point guards in the league. Hill had a very good game last time out, and I think he'll have another good one. Should get you about 30 points. He's only $5,400, so even if he gets 25, he's only $5,400, so definitely is gonna take that chance. He should be a good value play here tonight. Next is Eric Gordon, so not really many good shooting guards value-wise here tonight. Maybe you can go with Aaron Aflalo, same price, but here I'm going to go with Eric Gordon just because this is going to be a high-paced game. Eric Gordon, he's been getting you about 25 points a game. Definitely cannot complain about that, getting some pretty good minutes as well. So, he should get you about 25 points here once again tonight against Houston. So, can't complain about that for $5,000. All right, next is James Harden. So, he took down the Spurs last night, which is pretty cool. Didn't think they were going to do that. But I think Houston's, finally coming alive here. Harden's going to have a really good game here against New Orleans. New Orleans is not good against shooting guard, and there's really no other good shooting guards out there. So I'm going to go with James Harden here. He should get you about 45 points. He's been very hot. All right, next is LeBron James. Yes, he's playing a doubleheader. He has too good of a matchup here against Portland to pass it up. You got Al-Farouq Aminu who's going to be on LeBron James. So he should have a very easy game here for him. Tonight, I think he's not really going to score much. I think he's going to pass a lot, get some rebounds. So he might get a triple-double. Probably not expecting too many points. If you do remember, though, last time he did face Portland, he just had a heck of a game. Got 57 fantasy points. It was a while back, but he has very good potential here against Portland. All right, next is Jay Crowder. So this guy's been very quiet, but he's been very consistent these last couple games. Look at his stats. He's been over 30 fantasy points, I think, 3 or 4 games in a row here. Based in Detroit, they're all right against small forwards. You got Marcus Morris on him, but I'm going to like Jay Crowder here to get you about 30 points, $5,800, so his price is still very good. All right, we saw what Taj Gibson did last night. He has a little bit easier game here against Dallas. This is a back-to-back, like I said, but Chicago really has no power forward, so Gibson's going to have to get some minutes. Your backup is Bobby Porter. That's it. So Gibson's going to have to play some minutes here, so I think he'll get you about 25, 30 points here tonight. Next is Kristaps Porzingis, who had a very good game last time out. Anthony was not playing in that one, so Porzingis got some extra touches. Anthony looks like he is going to be back, so not expecting 38 like he did last game. Probably around 25 to 30 points, but I'll still take that. Middle of the road defense for Atlanta. One of the better ones out there, but I think he'll still get you, like I said, 25, maybe 30, but probably around the 25 range here for Porzingis tonight. Our next is Kelly Olynyk. So this is obviously only if Amari Johnson is still out. If Amari Johnson comes back, Kelly Olynyk is a no-go because he won't be in the lineup. So make sure to check the lineups before you guys before they lock. All right, it's going to be a little bit longer video than usual. Let's get into the GPP one here quickly. So once again, going with Evans, liking him here against Houston. Mike Conley, he's been quiet but really consistent as well. A pretty good matchup here against Charlotte. I actually really do like Conley here tonight. Not many people are going to have him. He should get you about 30 points, like Conley here. Once again, going with Eric Gordon against Houston. Good matchup for him. Next, going to go with Courtney Lee. Probably won't have him in many lineups, probably only one lineup. He's just too inconsistent, but he gets you minutes. That's why I got him. If Jameer Nelson sits for Denver, I'm going to put in Randy Foye because he will definitely start. He will have a tough matchup against San Antonio, but I trust him more than Lee. But if Nelson's back, then obviously not going to put Foye in. You can also go with Gerald Green, $4,100, and Allen Crabbe for $4,200 if you want to do that. Alrighty, once again going with Jay Crowder for $5,800. We're really liking him against Detroit. Should get you about 30, like I said. Next is Paul George. So he's been very off and on, but I think this is going to be the game that he's going to come back and get you 35 to 40 points here. $9,100. I'm going to take the chance on him against Minnesota. They're terrible against small forwards. Like I said, he's been not doing good, but I'm going to take the chance on him tonight. All right, next is Anthony Davis. Really loving this guy tonight. Probably won't get the huge points like he did last time out against Miami, but really do like him against Houston. Should get you about 45 points. Next, John Lure. As we know, Philly's not good against power forwards. I think Lure's going to get you about 25 points here tonight. Nothing higher than that, just because he'll has to share minutes at the power forward position. Next is Karl Anthony Towns. Really like him here against Indiana. Indiana's not good against centers, plus Indiana is a fast-paced team, so Minnesota's going to get some more touches. So Towns is probably going to get you about 35 points here tonight. Liking him quite a bit. So, alrighty guys, that was my lineups. Like I said, a little longer video than usual, but that's alright. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Also, I will have my email, like usual, in the comment section. Send me an email, and I will send you guys a lineup 45 minutes to an hour before game time. Also, if you want, leave your email in the comment section, and I will get to you as well. Alright guys, if you liked the video, please leave a like. I do appreciate it. Thank you for all the support, as usual. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit subscribe for more awesome videos. Alright guys, hope everybody has a good Saturday.